Another day, another adventure, but today is a very special day because we welcome another car into my collection, and this one is very special. Only 200 units, and it's a car that I wanted for a very long time. So here she is. So here we have the Toyota Yaris GR Gen 2 Seb Ogier edition, so very special. There's a lot of small differences, that makes this car very special. The Toyota Yaris GR is a very special car in general already because it's born from World Rally. They've made this car on the road in purpose to make the World Rally car homologation into the FIA. This is really a car that's been built, for racing, and it's very special, obviously, to have one on the road, to be able to drive it and to feel, the motorsport and the passion that has been going through years of development into driving down the road. So, yeah, so here we have it. It's obviously grey matte. We have a 3-cylinder 1.6 liter, I believe, 280 horsepower, which I'm gonna open very soon because that's the heart of the beast. All right, so here we have it, 3-cylinder turbo. You have quite a lot of space actually. You have the intake that goes through here with, the French flag, which is actually awesome to see. The intercooler is massive. You can see, how big it is. You have a lot of rads, and actually you can cool with water spray on the rad. So when it's like warm days, you normally lose power with turbo cars, and that one, basically you spray the water on it, you cool a few temperature degrees, and then you get the power back, which is quite insane. Yeah, that's it for the engine. From the front, there is nothing like the normal Yaris. It's a much wider car. You can see that everything's been built with a purpose. You have rads on the left, you had the cooling ducts on the right side, you have the massive GR4 grille. There is no panel, I believe, which comes close to the standard car, which it's something that you never really see in a road car version, and that's why it's so special to have one. So it has a manual gearbox, 6-speed, intelligent manual transmission. So you have 4-wheel drive, which is obviously great for traction and great for rallying. The brakes and the rims, BBS, obviously made in Japan. I've tested this track. We are gonna put a few clips of that where I drift the car in Japan at their test track, and we also drive the car on gravel, which was my first time on gravel. So yeah, we trashed it, and actually Maurice Osan, who's the chairman of Toyota, the president, he always says, you should push the car to break it, and thank you for breaking it. That's what he says. And that's how they develop the car. They break the parts, they build stronger ones, and this is when the reliability comes in. And we have his signature. He's been the test driver of the car. He developed the main Yaris himself, which is amazing, for a boss of such a big brand. And obviously Seb Ogier, did the tuning of the 4-wheel drive, to have a special mode, which I'm going to show you later. But come around on the back, again, very purposely built car. The normal Yaris has 4-door. This one is a coupe. Obviously for rigidity and everything. We have a carbon roof. We have, for this very special version, a carbon wing, which is beautiful finish, honestly. Yeah, it's honestly amazing. It brings a lot of aggressivity to the design of the car. You have the logo as well on the back with the tailpipes like this, like the standard one, but this is a phase 2, so you have the new tail lights overall. And if you open inside, all right, so if you come here at the back, first of all, I've never seen actually that there's some carbon in here, so that's probably part of the rear wing. Yes, it is actually. So it's a full piece, on the underground as well, and you can see it from here. I thought it was the boot in carbon, but actually not, it's the rear wing. Anyway, what I found very special is that obviously I folded the seat here because I picked up Flavie yesterday, and we needed the bags. So it's also a very practical car. If you pick up somebody from the airport, put your bags in, there's a lot of space and it fits in. But when you open that there, you can see that, for the weight distribution, from front to rear, they fitted basically a few of the components which are heavy. So the battery is in the back. but also the water cooling system in the front for the intercooler that you have the button inside that we will show you after. That one's been put in the back, so you have 4 liters of water cooling in the back, and that helps to basically make the car slides a lot more, which is actually quite funny if you think about it. All right, so if we come on the inside, first of all, I wanted to show you quite a few details which are honestly awesome. So with the car, obviously you get a key, which is better if you want to start the car. But no, as a special edition, you get like an original part of the Yaris WRC car of Seb Ogier. This is real, because you can see it's been used. Probably not once, probably quite a few times as well. Obviously there's only 200 units in the world, so they were able to give it to the customers. And on the other side, GR Factory, they've been really nice. They gave me this plate. I will show you guys as much of stuff that I've been able to film. We were the first guest, to be able to go at the factory and really have a tour. They welcome us in the best way possible. It was really an awesome experience. And yes, we were able to take this car onto the racetrack there, the little Nürburgring they call it, and go into the gravel roads as well. They have a special facility there, which is probably the most beautiful I've seen. So this is for the key, but also you get, and this I had no idea, and actually it was quite funny because then I called Seb, I texted him and said thank you for that. But you get some gloves from Seb Ogier, signed by him also, as a present when you get the car. Seb is a legend. It's very special to have one of the cars that he developed. He's won 8 world titles. 8 world titles, this is incredible. And I will be calling him anyway, so we'll be putting you, some image of that. He's very busy because he's still racing, he has a season, and he's taking the time. So thank you, Seb, for that. And we'll show you now the call. Bon Seb, comment tu vas?
Très bien, et toi Stéphane?
Super, écoute, merci beaucoup de prendre le temps qu'on discute de cette petite voiture. Je pense que qui de mieux pour parler de cette voiture que toi? Dis-nous un peu, parle-nous de cette voiture du coup.
En fait, c'est une belle histoire effectivement avec Toyota et avec son président Akio Toyoda. Il y a quelques années déjà, en fait, on avait évoqué l'idée de faire une série spéciale comme Toyota l'a fait régulièrement par le passé. Ils l'ont déjà fait avec Carlos Sainz, il y en a d'autres, je crois. Et c'est vrai que pour moi, c'était un petit peu un rêve que d'être associé au plus gros constructeur mondial finalement d'automobiles. Donc on avait évoqué le sujet, puis finalement ça a mis un peu de temps à se mettre en place. Et je crois que c'était le lendemain du rallye du Japon 2022. Akio nous avait invités chez lui vers une super réception pour fêter les titres de champion du monde de l'équipe, à la fois constructeur et pilote, avec quelles, Rovanperä. Ouais. Et à ce moment-là, je relance le sujet. J'étais assis à côté de lui à table et je lui dis ça serait quand même cool qu'on fasse une série spéciale. Je suis sûr que les fans apprécieraient. Déjà la Yaris GR, c'est un succès incroyable et,
bien sûr.
Et je suis sûr que si on faisait des séries limitées, les fans se les arracheraient. Et il a dit ouais non, franchement c'est une bonne idée. On va même faire, au lieu de faire qu'une série Seb Ogier, on va faire une série champion du monde. Donc il y en aura une à ton nom et une à quelles, Rovanperä. Et donc du coup c'est parti comme ça. Le lendemain matin, j'avais un call d'un de ses assistants pour lancer le projet. Et puis en plus ça a été vraiment une belle histoire parce que je m'attendais pas à ce qu'ils me laissent autant de liberté. Et en fait ils nous ont dit vraiment qu'est-ce que vous attendez, qu'est-ce que vous voulez faire avec cette voiture, quel design. Okay. Et du coup je me demandais même en fait quelle était la limite. J'ai pas trop osé finalement pousser les choses trop loin.
Et pour les fans un peu de mécanique, donc il y a forcément du coup ce bouton ici qui est du coup où il y a marqué push Seb, donc ils t'ont fait un petit clin d'œil de ce côté-là. Donc explique-nous en fait c'est quoi ce mode sur les 4 roues motrices et qu'est-ce que ça change du coup. Qu'est-ce que tu as voulu faire avec ça?
Alors en fait, comme la Yaris GR normale, j'ai envie de dire, il y a 3 modes de conduite au niveau de la gestion des 4 roues motrices en fait, qui sont gérés par c'est comme un différentiel et en fait ça répartit le couple entre l'avant et l'arrière de la voiture. Et donc du coup, comme on a été impliqué donc dans dans le design et dans le développement de ces modes-là. J'ai fait une journée sur circuit avec pour essayer d'optimiser les modes qui existaient déjà sur la voiture. Et en fait, le mode push Seb, c'est celui qui est pour moi le plus efficace sur une petite route ou une petite spéciale de rallye assez sinueuse, qui va permettre d'avoir à la fois une voiture stable et avec la meilleure motricité possible. La vérité, c'est que ça change pas du tout le comportement de la voiture quand on change avec ces modes-là. Le mode Morizo, en fait, je pense que c'est l'ancien mode track de la version 1. Et Morizo, pour la petite histoire, pour ceux qui savent pas, c'est le surnom de Akio Toyoda. C'est le nom qu'il se donne quand il fait de la course automobile, en fait. Avec son team Gazoo Racing. Et donc voilà, donc les trois modes, voilà, ça joue un petit peu sur la façon dont le couple est réparti entre l'avant et l'arrière de la voiture. Et ce push Seb, voilà, c'est un clin d'œil sympa et c'est ce qui était pour moi le plus efficace dans cette journée qu'on a fait de développement.
Excellent. Mais en tout cas, tu sais que la première fois que j'ai essayé cette voiture, quand j'ai tiré le frein à main, j'ai pris une frayeur parce que je m'attendais pas à que ça fonctionne autant. Et en fait, quand tu le tires, la voiture elle part direct. Vraiment, tu peux la placer. C'était la première fois que j'utilisais vraiment un frein à main qui était si performant, quoi. Donc non, franchement, cette voiture, des
options avec un levier en fait qu'on puisse mettre avec un frein à main vertical qui rappelle un petit peu celui des voitures de course. Et je sais qu'au Japon ils sont assez fans de ça, mais ça existe en option. Je crois que c'est possible d'installer ça sur une concession.
Tu peux le changer de place du coup.
Exactement, et du coup il est à la verticale à côté du volant, un petit peu à la manière d'une voiture de course, parce que c'est vrai que je crois que c'est pour la petite histoire, les Japonais qui ont tendance à être un petit peu plus petits que nous, avec le siège bien avancé, des fois ils ont du mal à aller tirer le frein à main au milieu, parce que c'est pas pratique. Et puis même pour tout le monde, à la fois pour nous, même en étant plus grand, c'est toujours plus pratique de l'avoir à côté du volant. Donc c'est des petites options sympas, et pour ceux qui aiment faire le drift, c'est vrai que un petit coup de frein à main pour l'inscrire en début de virage, ça fonctionne plutôt bien.
Merci beaucoup Seb, je te prends pas plus de temps. Encore merci d'avoir pris le temps et puis on se tient au courant.
Avec grand plaisir. Bonne saison à toi.
Ciao Seb. Ciao.
Okay, so it's not a car review if you don't get down on your knees. It's always the case to have a look inside. I'm always fascinated by the technology of these cars, and today there's this very special feature which I found extremely cool. Obviously this is a turbocharged car. You have an intercooler which basically cools the air that would get in the turbo, and you have basically an intercooler spray which you find here. So the water tank that I've shown you in the back earlier, basically there is a button inside, so you press it when the car is quite warm, and this is going to spray water to gain back the performance when the car is too hot, basically when it's hot air temp, and you would basically lose power. So that's probably coming from rallying directly. And it's awesome that we have that on the road car. I haven't researched anything. What I'm telling you guys, there might be mistakes in the technical aspects of it. I just got the car. I'm looking at a few features. I like to look inside, see how it looks. But yeah, for the pros, for the ones that know exactly, let us know in the comments if I'm correct on what I'm saying. But I believe, this is correct. The intercooler spray, it's for performance, and it goes on the intercooler for sure. So let's go inside. Now we are on the driver's seat. Compared to the Gen 1, from what I heard, the seating position is a lot lower. So I'm 188. I'm very tall normally, and I don't fit very well into normal cars. And actually F1 cars when I started racing in F1, even though over the years it has improved. But in this car, I'm sitting very well, Steering wheel, is at the good height. I'm low enough in the car. I'm far enough, to the back. There's plenty of space. Very comfortable seats. Good support on the side. Obviously, these are bucket seats we have. And then when we come into the tech area, this is where it gets interesting. So. You have a manual transmission, which is honestly amazing. The feel that you have with how short, you have to shift from one gear to the other, that's insane. Also, you have the IMT, they call it. So that's intelligent manual transmission. And basically, it's like a Porsche GT3. So it basically blips when you downshift, and they've made it, you know, awesome. You just put the gear in, it does the rev matching, which is mega. And then on that special car, you obviously have the four-wheel drive mode, which you can see here. So you have the normal mode, the Morizo mode, Morizo-san, Akio Toyoda, so the chairman of Toyota Motor Corporation, is obviously the test driver of this car. You know, the Yaris is his baby. And yeah, he's made a mode, and Seb as well, you know, has developed the mode. They've made a really nice touch, which they've put, obviously push Seb, and if you push the mode there, you get GR4 Seb on the dash, which basically shifts the power to the rear, so you can slide the car better and have a more oversteery balance. Which I found mega, you know. It's a four-wheel drive system for a road car that they've managed to change and make very fun, you know. And on top of that, you know, the handbrake is normally not a funny thing, you know, to be able to use, but they've, you know, this is probably the strongest handbrake I've ever tested in any car. I'm not sure how they've made it. I heard that they decouple the center, you know, transmission axle in the back, so you really, you know, have the whole benefit of the handbrake, and basically when you pull it, it's like the car just, you will spin, basically. That's how strong the handbrake is, but they use it a lot in rally, you know, to go around hairpins, and we can show a clip of that, you know, in WRC. But yeah, honestly, it's awesome, and the feel it has, like, you know, normally it goes click, 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 you know, on a normal road car, but here you know, it doesn't do it. You know, it's like completely different. So I guess for regulation they had to put the click in, so the button to release it, but it's different. You know, it feels different to a normal road car. So yeah, and on top of that, you know, it has all the, you know, options like a very modern car, you know, like warming seat, warming steering wheel. We have the auto driving as well on the steering wheel. You know, all the dash display, it's all a screen, so you can change all your information. If you go to the left, you know, you have the turbo gauge, you know, with how much boost you are having live. So you can see it has an effect. You have then, you know, the temperatures, obviously oil, water. You have the oil pressure as well in the system. If you keep changing, you know, you have your four-wheel drive live, so how much you are using the front wheels and the rear wheels, and then you can change everything that you want. Basically, you know, if you want your gear information here, if you want the GPS, if you want anything else, obviously we have the door open now, but you clearly, you know, it's all changeable, which is mega, because you can do it to your likings. And you have your driving modes as well on here. So if you change, you know, you have from custom sport to normal, and it changes the way, you know, the ref counter goes. So you have your red lights at 7,000, and it flashes, you know, when you have to upshift, which is mega. So if you want to go, you know, fast on the racetrack, you need to go sport and then GR4 Seb or Morizo. So you have two things to change: the drive mode here, and the GR4 system, you know, to change the behavior of the car. Okay, and we haven't talked about the most important thing about this car. You know, the nicest gesture that Toyota have done, you know, to Seb, or to Seb have done to Toyota in winning the titles. I think it goes both ways. But it is the plate. of this car, and here we have it. So obviously there's only 200 cars. This is number 188 of it. And I'm gonna do the most satisfying thing that you guys, you know, could ever wish for on car reveals. At least I believe, because you know, having a new car is always a special moment. And I will only do it for you guys because I said, you know, to my dad and I said to Flavie that I was not gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna remove the plastic from the plates. Oh wow. Okay, I don't regret taking it off because yeah, that's shiny and super nice. Okay, so not the most important item, but still a cool one. You know, I thought, you know, on super sport version of the car, they still wanted, you know, for you to have good sound. So you have a JBL, you know, sound system. It's mostly at the front, actually, that you hear it. I don't think, you know, for weight they've put it in the back, but honestly the sound is mega. And that's what I was super surprised about the car, is the fact that, yes, it's the sportiest version of the Yaris currently, you know, on sale. They have an automatic version as well. But it's still, you know, super nice to use, super comfortable, super practical as well, because you have a lot of space, you can fold the seats. So they really thought about, you know, you can use this car daily, and it is awesome. And then the last thing, obviously, that I didn't say, it's obviously, it's a 3-cylinder. You know, it's a small engine, but you know, it says it's 280 horsepower. I believe this one has a lot more. I believe this one is about 300. Inside the Yaris GR for a drive, so in sports mode with the IMT mode on. I mean, I push GR for Seb, but you know, on the normal road, you're not gonna need it really. Respecting, you know, the speed limit and stuff, but so that you guys can hear a little bit the inside sound of the car, which is nice. On the turbo dumb valve, reminds me a little bit of an old rally car, you know, when you shift up and stuff. So if you hear it now, don't know if you guys are gonna hear it, but you can hear this small whistling, which is awesome. And what I meant earlier is when you upshift and downshift, basically it's gonna rev much by itself, so I don't need to blip. That's the car that did it by itself. So yeah, that's really, really cool. It helps a lot for the drivers that are not used to do the blip on throttle. And yeah, it makes you know, the driving experience with the manual transmission just you know, nicer and more friendly for everyone, which is quite a nice thing. Alright guys, that's it for the little review of the GR Yaris Seb Ogier. I hope you had fun along the way. Obviously, we can't push the car on open roads. We have to respect the rules, and this car belongs to, you know, world rally stages. It belongs to racetrack, so let us know if you want to have a dedicated video of this car, you know, drifting on racetrack with some of my friends. You know, I'm really sure that they would be keen to be drifting this car. And I've seen it in action. I've done it as well, so you know, it really drifts, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, it's been a privilege, you know, to show it to you today. Let us know if that's the sort of stuff that you guys like, because obviously this is what I like the most. Cars, you know, I'm a big fan of road cars and seeing the technology, feeling, you know, how they feel. And this one has a lot of history, you know, with the World Rally titles, how many drivers and how many passionate people have built this car. And I feel super lucky. And yeah, thanks for obviously staying along. On to the next part of the video now. Hello. Hello everyone. We are welcome in. We have 2 days, today and tomorrow, where we are going to be doing some fun activities, some interviews, meeting some great personalities of sports and doing fun things as well. So yeah, follow me in my journey. And yeah, this is the little room that I got offered, which is very nice because look, they've made some special things for me.
It looks like a full English breakfast.
It's full English, trying to improve the taste.
Trying to improve the taste of the point.
Mass increase moments. So I would prefer pancakes and crepe au Nutella.
Fans sent you a Christmas present. Do you remember the Spider-Man book?
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. But don't show the camera, show me. Oh, that's awesome. I didn't see that's Haas Alpine. Ah, so cool. Super nice. Yeah. From all over the world as well. Look at the cover. I mean. All right, so we're in Place Vendôme in Paris. Beautiful Paris, sunshine as well, which is quite rare. And we're on our way to GQ, do something cool with my friend Cyril. Cyril Gann is back from his fight since a couple months, and yeah, we are doing an interview together, which is mega because he's one of the athletes and sports people that I really look for and that I inspire myself from. So yeah, it's mega to be able to have such a chat with him, for my learnings, and yeah, good to catch up with him as well. The lazy guys, it's us, the sports athletes. Ça c'est vraiment le ça, regarde. Voilà. Faut pas que le câble il soit détendu là. Okay. Enchanté. Adèle. Esteban.
Bienvenue.
Est-ce que Cyril est là?
Oui, il est là.
Ah ok. Comment il est beau gosse et tout. Ça va, tu vas bien?
Ouais, ça va.
C'est trop stylé là.
Je sais pas. Parce que t'as pas l'habitude de me voir comme ça, c'est ça.
Ouais, c'est ça le truc. Normalement c'est toujours le sweat.
Ça va toi?
Bah ouais, tranquille. Soit on mise tout, soit on fait tout à moitié, soit on arrête.
C'est pour la chaîne YouTube ça?
Ouais, je vais ouvrir une chaîne YouTube en exclu, comme ça vous savez.
Ah ouais?
Ouais.
C'est bien, t'as raison, les gens ils kiffent ça.
Ah bah tu vas être dedans.
Voilà, les gens.
Waouh! Désolé. Waouh! Ouais, il m'a arraché la peau.
Épilation.
Merci Cyril de t'avoir mis dans ton appart.
Je t'en prie. Très
bien. Franchement,
bon petit loft. Après, je sais que t'as pas le temps de visiter, je te ferai visiter.
Le sportif. Ah ouais, le pied. Tu ne descends pas l'escalier?
En vrai, je pourrais le faire.
Non mais regarde-le. En vrai, moi aussi, je prends l'ascenseur, j'aime bien. Mais là, je rentre plus avec toi dedans. Non, vas-y, t'inquiète. On dirait le parrain, comment il est. Il a trop la classe. Have some lunch. Michel will brief me on the next things to do, appointment. We'll do a training session with a friend of mine, with Thomas, the fighter as well. He will come to train. That will probably be after lunch.
Some basketball tonight.
And then basketball tonight, yeah, looking forward.
Perfect.
Mega match. Great to have the chance to go NBA in Paris. We don't have to go to the States, even though we did. I met LeBron back then, but yeah, to be in Paris is nice. Really nice, very nice, man. Where you come from?
Argentina.
Argentina, oh,
Yes.
Franco.
We're very excited.
Very good.
Thank you
very much.
Bonne chance pour ça.
Merci beaucoup. Merci, bonne journée à vous. Ouais, mon pote, ça va?
Ça va et toi?
Ouais, dis pas de bêtises, t'es sur YouTube là.
Je suis sur YouTube.
T'es sur ma chaîne YouTube.
Ah, ça rigole pas.
Regardez la souplesse de l'homme, voilà. Mais c'est le prochain grand fighter, attention les gars. Attention, ça rigole pas. T'arrives quand là pour manger?
Là, je suis en train de petit déj.
Non. Mais mec, et après on mange bientôt là. 12h30, 13h. Not always, ideal when you are traveling in hotel rooms and stuff. This gym, for example, is very limited with couple weights, but they are mostly too light. Anyway, these type of sessions are not really part of the training camp because it's just to maintain, but when we go to the training camp then we'll push more with all the proper machines and all the proper weights as well, so that's just like a recovery session, let's call it like that. But still good to do, you know, it's important to not have too much breaks in between, so. And he's doing his cardio.
I'm so happy.
He has to do an hour and a half on the bike, so I will be doing that tomorrow. But today is a bit different for me.
Moi je bouge pas, ça tremble mais ça bouge pas.
Exactement. Allez Michel. T'as chaud là?
Ah, il est chaud, oui.
Ah merde.
You might be wondering what's that in the back, you know, this little ball that you see here. It's not muscle, it's you know, years of sitting in the car because my bones are quite exposed as I'm quite lean. So basically the body tries and creates something to protect the bone, and it creates like a little ball of skin, you know, around it. Few drivers have it. And yeah, unfortunately I have it as well. Doesn't hurt. It basically is there to protect you, and it rests when you take a corner. So when I turn there, it will stick out a little bit and then it rests on the seat. And I have a small one here too. So yeah, you might be wondering what that is. Well, that's one of the dark side of being driving you know, that many times in the year in the Formula 1 car. So not everything is healthy, but it's not the nicest, but yeah, I live with it all good. So.
T'as déjà coiffé Lucien en train de se coiffer? Il se coiffe pas Lucien. Il se lève de l'eau, terminé. C'est pour ça que je dis ça. Tu me montreras pas? Non, non.
So tonight we are going to the NBA. The NBA is coming in Paris. The Spurs against the Pacers, which is mega. That you know, we're able to see some NBA action live from my home country. So I couldn't miss that chance. We are here for many media duties, but it's just awesome that we're able to go there. Hopefully see Victor play as well. I've seen him on TV, but I haven't seen him live play, and yeah, he's playing tonight normally, so yeah, very much looking forward to it, and yeah, it should be a fun night. So sorry you guys can't come, but it will be a fun night, so I wish I could have bring you, but I see you tomorrow for more. So merci. Oh! venez.
Good breakfast?
Healthy one. Healthy breakfast. Just woke up like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, big day today, Esteban.
Big day. You are here to make sure I'm on time for everything.
I'm gonna be pushing you today.
Yeah, all good.
That
Chill.
should be fun.
I'm always on time anyway.
At the races you are, but if it doesn't have to do with F1, not so much.
Okay, thank you.
Hey! Mais il y a du monde ici!
Ah, il y a un peu de monde là.
Oh, dis donc. J'étais bien dans le sud, hein. Je suis arrivée, je me suis dit c'est quoi ce temps horrible. Ça va, madame? Bonjour!
Bonjour, bonjour. Ça va bien?
Bonjour.
Merci.
Bonjour, Jean, ça va?
Enchanté.
Bonjour, Arnaud, ça va?
Ton œil, ça va?
Ça va.
C'est pas habituel le
Ah non, pas trop, non.
Est-ce qu'on conduit dans la vie quand on est
Oui,
pilote? Ouais,
bien sûr, ouais.
Avec le même plaisir?
C'est différent, je pense. C'est plus par nécessité, mais non, il y a quand même un sentiment de liberté, hein. Ouais, de prendre la voiture, partir quelque part. Ouais, si, j'aime bien. Moi, je suis passionné à la base.
C'est possible de
Ouais, bien sûr, avec plaisir.
Merci beaucoup.
Avec plaisir, tu roules un peu?
Ouais, c'est Sim Racing.
Trop bien. Je suis maquillé là? Pas différence.
On va y aller.
Super, allez.
que nos amis peuvent faire un petit essai d'oreillette, s'il vous plaît? Vous allez entendre dans l'oreillette la petite voix d'introduction de nos amis. Ouais.
Ce que je faisais quand j'habitais tout seul en Italie.
Parce que pour trouver ça, on va télécharger des mots, on va le chercher.
Il parle avec tout moi. Trop bien. Oh, il est dingue le cadre là. Excellent. Je l'avais pas ça. Spider-Man, vous avez vraiment bien choisi, hein. Trop fort.
Super.
Trop fort.
Très bien préparé aussi.
Ah ouais, dingue.
Tous les détails.
Dingue. Les petites photos.
C'était super.
Vous êtes très à l'aise, hein, c'est bien.
J'essaie.
En fait, tu te dirais pas que c'est dans un camion.
Ouais.
Personne sait ça.
Ça c'est un peu maintenant.
Ça c'est un peu.
Ouais.
Maintenant tout le monde le saura. Sur ma chaîne YouTube.
Où te sens-tu le mieux? Dans le fauteuil de la boîte à questions ou dans le siège de ta F1? Je pense que là, il faudrait mettre un petit peu plus de mousse sur l'arrière du siège là. Oh, tiens, regarde pour ma chaîne YouTube, Jean-Michel Tibi, qui est un des caméramans les plus expérimentés de la F1. Voilà.
Et je l'aime ce garçon.
Et nous aussi on l'aime. Et nous aussi on l'aime énormément.
Merci,
Donc,
merci
voilà.
beaucoup.
Comme ça, il est présenté à tout le monde.
Gros bisous, gros bisous.
Yeah, excited. Obviously, there's a lot of competitions between me and Teddy. You know, he already said that.
So you can kind of just get their mindset right.
Hello. Hi. Bon, vous êtes chaud ou pas? Ouais, chaud.
Allez les bleus!
Oh, les bleus, on est d'accord.
On n'est pas chaud.
Non, vous êtes pas chaud.
C'est mon ennemi.
Ah bah non, bah désolé alors. Mais ton coach il est pas là. Non, en vrai ça va être fun, je pense qu'on va passer un bon moment. Il y a des règles un peu intéressantes là, c'est surtout pour mon équipe, c'est surtout sur ça qu'il va falloir qu'on joue. Donc ouais, il y a un peu l'esprit de compétition avec Teddy, on n'aime pas perdre là tous les deux, donc ouais non, je suis super chaud et puis bah kiffer, hein, c'est le plus important. Enchanté, ça va bien?
Oui, t'as dit?
Ouais, enchanté. Esteban.
Oh, Sébastien.
Je suis le coach, mais de l'autre équipe.
Ah d'accord. Moi je suis l'équipe de blanc.
Bah ouais, je sais.
Voilà. Ils sont trop grands les autres.
Ah bah ça va aller. Mais Teddy va vous coacher.
Ah bah j'espère. Hein.
Ça va aller.
Quand même, un peu, hein. Vous êtes pas pilote de course?
Si, je suis pilote de course, c'est ça.
Où ça?
Bah partout dans le monde. Là, je roule chez Az maintenant.
Ah d'accord. Ah bon, vous êtes?
Ouais.
Ah bah
Plus chez Alpine.
Ah c'est les petites voitures que...
Ouais, c'est ça, les voitures de F1.
C'est bien ça.
C'est bien.
C'est un honneur.
C'est moi, c'est un honneur, mec. Bah ouais, tant qu'il soit dans ma team, c'est quand même c'est un sacré truc. Hein. Je pense que là, si on gagne pas là. Ah ouais.
Autre chose. C'est parfait là.
Ready to go.
Mais tu sais qu'en vrai il y a un truc.
Arrête.
So we are at the Aqua Arena for the second night in a row, but I'm much more involved tonight. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. This day I'm gonna be teaming up against Teddy Riner, which is gonna be fun. So yeah, looking forward.
1, 2, 3, family! Let's do it!
Yeah. Est-ce qu'il paraît que tu as pas de temps? C'est compliqué là. Tu vas bien? En forme? Ouais, putain, ils t'ont mis des tueurs.
J'ai une bonne équipe. Toi, t'as Studio d'Aven, ça va être marrant.
Oui, mais j'ai des petits, toi t'as que des grands. Donc les points ils vont boum boum boum.
Bah écoute.
Ça va les gars?
Ouais.
Alors, la nouvelle team, ça va? Tu portais pas?
Non, j'étais en Italie, là, j'étais à Mario.
ce soit au bord de la piste ou trackside, franchement c'est génial. On s'amuse.
He's the guy. He's the guy.
He's the guy right here, the goat right here, baby. Yes, sir.
You are, man. You are. Are you good?
Montée 10, je te revois pas. Ouais.
Prends soin de toi.
À bientôt, on se tient au courant. Et viens quand tu veux. Quelle émotion. Je pensais pas que ça allait être autant d'émotion.
Crazy match.
I didn't think it was gonna be that much emotion, but until the end, it was nuts. But yeah, it was an honor, honestly, to be part of this today. The level was super high, and I really got involved in the strategy, and I was, you know, with Jalen Rose trying to figure out things until the end, and we got it. So mega, mega.
Est-ce que vous avez des suites d'affaires?
Ciao.